Hello everybody, my name is Dahlia and welcome to my English class once again. Today I'm gonna talk about what are the things really very important and you all should be aware of while you are learning English language. I will be explaining every point in details, so please don't skip the video. My humble request to everybody, watch the video till the end. I'm pretty sure that at the end of the video, you will be feeling highly confident and you will be able to understand how exactly you have to learn English. First of all, you have already fixed it into your mind that you have to learn English. And you have to speak English beautifully. So, one of the most important parts of learning English is articulation. You may ask me that, ma'am, why are you talking about pronunciation or articulation? Because most of the time, a lot of teachers say that we have to be aware of our fluency. But let me tell you, for a long time, I have been telling to all of you that you have to be aware of your fluency. But let me tell you again, English is highly demanding language all over the world. So you have to speak English by following right articulation to sound beautifully, to attract the people, to attract the audience. If you do not sound correctly, it will be really very much hard for you to grab the attention of the people. So it's very important to be aware of the sounds. So follow proper rhythm, intonation, stretch, pitch, volume. Record yourself. Whenever you are practicing your English, record your voice and listen to your voice. Does it sound really great, smart, or are you still sounding like your vernacular term? Again, let me remind you, English is very important language and everybody knows, so speak the language properly. Don't speak English like you are speaking your vernacular language. You have to speak English smartly, beautifully. Very important to attract people. That's how you will become an excellent speaker. So to be an excellent speaker, to be an effective speaker, to be a powerful speaker, you have to sound correctly. You have to follow proper style, rhythm, pitch. Very important. That's how you will be an effective speaker. And while you are in the process of learning English, that should be your first priority, to work on your pronunciation or articulation. Alright. Next, vocabulary. It is extremely necessary while you are learning English. If you don't have minimum 5,000 vocabulary in your pockets, you won't be able to speak English properly. And also, if you have to be an amazing speaker, you should know the context and also you should understand. In order to the context, you have to use vocabulary. What is the definition of learning vocabulary? Learning vocabulary does not mean just you have to write down some words and you have to memorize the meaning. No, this is the worst way. Actually, this is how you will never improve your vocabulary. So to amplify your vocabulary, to expand your vocabulary, to enhance your vocabulary, you have to understand the context and accordingly, you should know how to use the words in the right place and how it can be possible. Talk to people a lot and utilize a lot of resources to understand the context. Next, grammar. If I'm not wrong, grammar is one of the most hardest parts of English language for most of the students. Why does it happen? Very simple. Lack of cognitive skills. You all must understand. Grammar is very tricky. To be a smart speaker, to have great knowledge of this language, you should have understanding capability of grammatical concepts clearly. If you don't understand grammar properly, you will never be able to become an excellent speaker. Let me tell you, I have noticed a lot of students are literally comfortable spending time into the comfort zone. You did not understand what I'm telling you? Here, comfort zone means I'm talking about, for example, I have taught a grammatical concept in the classroom. Students have understood. And then when I'm giving some exercises, if one single question is tricky, they can't understand. So the most important thing is, while you are working on English, you must be smart enough to understand grammatical concepts, and you should consolidate them in order to the right context, and you have to implement them while you are speaking in English. Very important. You should spend a lot of time while you are working on your language. You must have capability to implement grammatical concepts while you are speaking. Read a lot. That is really going to be helpful for you to understand the structure of sentences, the use of vocabulary, and so many things you can learn just by reading. And solve a lot of exercises. And please think from the dynamic perspectives. Very important. Grammar is not something that you can memorize. No, it's not like that. You should understand properly. You should research. Simple. All right. Now, next, in this part, I will be talking about 4 skills together. Listening, reading, writing, speaking. While you are learning English, you should work on all 4 skills. Very important. Listen to native speakers actively to understand right articulation, sounds, and different dialects. This is how you are going to be a smart English speaker. Read a lot. Expose yourself to read from different texts like magazine, articles, online contents. Very important. Write a lot. Practice writing regularly is really going to be super beneficial to work on your skills, and you are going to be very good at this language. But unfortunately, most of the students are not aware of it. You guys don't practice writing because you take it easily. You think this is really not going to be helpful, but it is going to be very much helpful. And of course, practice speaking. Very, very, very important. After following all these skills, if you don't speak, nothing is going to be workable for you. Now, please pay attention my words. I have already explained a lot of things which you all should really be aware of while you are learning English. But with that, I have some bonus tips for all of you. You must follow. Number 1, be aware of different accents and dialects. Remember, English varies across diverse regions and countries. Number 2, understand different context. Recognize that language uses can vary depending on diverse situations and audience. And last but not the least, learn from diverse resources to enhance your cognitive skills. If you study the language like that way, if you practice, if you learn the English like that way, if you give that much effort, definitely you will be able to develop your cognitive skills, which are very important to be good at this language. Thank you.